All right, everybody, how y'all doing today? Today we're here for the unboxing of the Apevia CO12 LED red 120mm case fan. Now, before we get into the unboxing, we're gonna go over the specs right quick because I'll compare them. Those two, I'm gonna compare that fan with the do-it-yourself Solo T2 LED red 120mm case fan that came pre-installed with the case. Alright, let's go ahead and get into it and you'll see what I'm talking about. Okay, the specs of the Apevia CO12 LED red and the Solo T2 LED red 120mm case fans. Now, the model of the Apevia is CO12 LRD. The L is the LED and the RD is red. The speed of the Apevia fan is 1350 RPM. Just like I said, these fans can be used as air coolers, and you can use them as AIO cooling fans as well too. You can put them on a 240, or you can go ahead and use them on a regular 120 AIO radiator or a air cooler of your choice that holds a 120mm fan if you want to go ahead and add that red LED look to your case. Now, some of them go ahead on and do the RGB, but if you don't like the RGB, you can go ahead and get you these case fans solo from Amazon. I'll be putting the affiliated link in the description below so you can go ahead and purchase them if you like to go ahead and have these fans for your case and go ahead and give it that good red aesthetic feel that you like. Alrighty. Now, the air power is 12 VDC, the noise level is 24.7 dBA, the airflow is the 57.67 CFM, it's not bad. The static air pressure is 0.96mm H2O. Connectors are 3-pin and 4-pin Molex. Lifespan is 25,000 hours. After 25,000 hours, you might just start hearing like a little clicking noise, or they start sputtering and controlling. That's when you replace them. The blades are 9 red blades, good airflow, nice quiet, and it keeps your inside cool, whether you use them for hard drive cooling fans. Go ahead and blow that cooler to keep your hard drive from overheating and keep them nice and cool, which you could go with you. When you do that, your hard drives can last a little longer. When you don't have no cooling in your hard drive, you go ahead and cut it down to the lifespan of it, which is 5 years. SSDs are different, but if you have a mechanical hard drive in your PC, these would be great as well too. Now, on the Solo T2 LED case fan, the model number is A1225M12S. The speed, none available. Air power, none available. Noise level, none available. Airflow is none available. Static air pressure, none available. Connectors, which are 3-pin, and it comes with the Molex. But if you don't want to use the Molex, you can go ahead and cut that off. That's my mistake right there. Sorry about that, viewers. It does come with a 3-pin Molex as well as a 4-pin Molex connector as well. Lifespan is unknown, but the fans do come with 9 red blades, great airflow, and you cannot go wrong with that. Now, by me going over that, or going over the specs with the fan, let's go ahead and get into the unboxing of the case fans, and I want y'all to go ahead and get the full view of what these case fans looks like. Alright, let's do this. Alright, everybody, how y'all doing? And welcome to the unboxing of the Apevia CO12L red LED fan. Now, in my Solo T2 case by Do-It-Yourself PC, it had a red fan in there. This is the red fan that it was in there. Okay, the model number of this fan is model A1225M12S. Now, I did try to find some specs of this fan here, but I could not find no fan speed or anything like that. It just DC brushless fan, model number A1225M12S, and it comes from China, made in China. So that's all that matters. Now keep in mind to everybody, it only has a 3-pin connector, and it had a Molex connector. Now what I did was I cut the Molex connector off because we basically don't use Molex that much anymore. But when you use the 3-pin fan, it has no PWM, so you won't be able to monitor or control the fan speed of this. So when you plug this in, it's going to ramp up. But the good thing about this fan here, that it is quiet. It is 9 blades of this Solo T2 by do-it-yourself PC. This fans come automatically in the case fans. Now previously I did a video on that, installing the Apevia CL512S black fans. I had bought a 5-pack. I got all 5 fans in there. So what I'm going to be doing here is doing the unboxing of the Apevia CL12L red LED case fan, 120mm case fan. So up front I could go ahead and give it a little dimension of it. All right, let's get into the unboxing of it, and let's see what we got on the inside. I'm excited to get my fan. So okay, one thing I like about it, it is 9 blades. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blades. One thing I don't like about it, what Amazon could have done was, as they pulled the product, they could have went ahead on and put this into a nice box, you know, which made it a whole lot better, and I had to worry about getting damaged or anything like that. So let's go ahead on and go into the unboxing of this. As you see, it is the nice good fan. The only thing I dislike about it is there's no box that it comes in with it, but you get products like that from time to time. Alrighty, we got the fan. Now the good thing I like about it is that it comes dampers pre-installed, your rubber dampers pre-installed on the fan, so you ain't got to worry about putting them on yourself. They come front and back, and it comes with a set of screws. Now, like I said, it comes with 2 connectors, one for Molex and your 3-pin. Now, if you don't want to use the Molex, you could go ahead and cut that off, like which I will be doing, and I will be running it on the 3-pin connector that I had installed into the case. Now, the RPM of these fans is 1350 RPM. You can use these fans for air cooler or radiator. I'll probably put it on a 120 millimeter AIO, or I could get 2 of them and put them on a 240 AIO radiator. Now 1350 is the comfortable spot for air coolers and radiators, and your maximum speed for those fans should be from 1300 all the way up to 2000 RPM. That is good. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead on and light it up. I'm going to go ahead and show you why, between the both of them, why I chose this fan here more over the case of the other fan. Okay, and you're gonna see a whole big difference, because I'm ready to see that whole big difference. Now I got both of them right here, and we're going to go ahead on and light it up, and I'll be doing here and testing the noise level of them as well too. All right, let's turn it on. My power supply. Now you can go ahead and pretty see much of why I like them. I'm gonna raise my camera so y'all can see. Now you see, this is the do-it-yourself Solo T2 case fan, and this is the Apevia. Now I'm gonna go ahead on and turn the lights off so you can go ahead and get a full visualization of the SIP fan here. Now as you can see, the Apevia fan is more brighter than the do-it-yourself Solo T2 fan. Both fans are quiet. You cannot hear it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and test the noise level of them. Alrighty, this is the we're a little bit about 54. About 51. That's pretty quiet. And then the do it yourself. About 49.9. So pretty much they very quiet, both of them. But one thing I like about the Apevia is that it's more brighter than the do-it-yourself Solo T2 fan, which is good. Airflow is pretty good. Very quiet, you can't hardly hear them. But the main thing I like about them, like about the Apevia CO12 LED red fan, is that it is quiet and it's more brighter than the do-it-yourself. I'm gonna turn the light off for the final last time, so y'all can go ahead on and get the full picturing specs of it. And I can't go wrong with this. Now I've been using a lot of fans from Apevia. I like Apevia fans now. I love my up here RGB fans as well as my Cool Moon. So now Apevia is coming on the map with me now as in aesthetics. So I'm gonna go ahead on and give you more products, more presentation from Apevia, and I'm very excited to go ahead on and be using their products for my PC use. Alrighty, I'm gonna go ahead on and give you my final thoughts of what I think about the Apevia fan CO12 LED red. And when I'm install it in, the installation should be quick, fast, and simple. I'm taking one case fan out and I'm putting another case fan in, so it's not such of a big issue with doing that there. And I'm bringing the aesthetics to the Solo T2 red PC case. I'm putting the LED fan back into it so I can go ahead on and, give it that full aesthetic look back again. Alrighty, just like I said, on the closing, I'm going to give you my final intake of the Apevia CO12 LED red 120mm case fan. Alright everybody, and welcome back. It's that time now where we're here for the installation of the Apevia CO12L RD. That's right, CO12 LED red 120mm case fan. Yes, as you notice, the do-it-yourself Solo T2 had a case fan. I went over that there, the DC brush fan, and it wasn't that bright enough. So I just sat down here and put some basic non-LED fans in there, which looks good. The Apevia fans I'm using are the CL512S black, and then 1350 RPM. Just like I said, anything over 1300 up to 2000 RPM can be used as air coolers and fans for your radiators. Alrighty, now I'm just gonna go ahead and take y'all through the installation, and I'm excited to go ahead and be doing this here. Yes. One thing I love about Apevia, and I'm doing the final as well too, is that they sell great products. I have built my entertainment system with the Apevia Venus 450 watt non-modular power supply. I put the case fans in. They got good computer cases. What I'm going to be doing is putting their website in the description below, so y'all, as consumers, y'all can check them out, see if their product is good for your needs and for what you want to do to it. Just like I said, this is not a sponsorship. This is basically to go ahead on, as consumers have open minds about everything. It is so many great manufacturers out there where we could go ahead on and choose from. Instead of your main top leading manufacturers such as Leon Lee, iWin, Corsair, Fantex, Silverstone, etc., such as PC cases and PC peripherals. But right now, just like I said, all our parts come from China, and they get shipped overseas to their distribution centers, so you can go to retail stores worldwide. Okay, so now just go ahead on and get into it. I'm just gonna go ahead and install it. Take out the original case fan by Apevia I put in there. Just like I said, it is time to go ahead and give it its character back. So I'm putting that LED red back in there. Now some of y'all probably sit down saying, well, why you not going with RGB? Just like I said, I am basically RGB'd out. My main colors, what I normally do with all my entertainment systems, as well as my game and my basic gaming system, I just pick the color I want to use, the color mood I'm feeling that day, and I put it in there. All the breathe, the rainbow and stuff, I'm not really too much into that no more. So if I like, say on my gaming rig, if I'm feeling more friendly, I put in green. And if I'm feeling I'm confident, I'm strong, I put in red. If we just want to be late, easy going, yellow is station of weakness. So, but I'm not a weak person, so I put in yellow because I'm in that easy going, relaxing mode. And blue is more my lively color. So, I just go ahead and get on with that lively feel for the day. Alrighty, so now, with me rumbling as always, just like I said, Apevia is a good company to use. This is no sponsorship. Because just like I said, I'm not sponsored, and when I do get sponsored, I'm going to go ahead and pick that one leading brand from a motherboard manufacturer, from Intel or AMD. I don't mind working with both of them because both of them put out good parts for our PC peripherals into our today's world. 2022 is live and strong, and we're going to go ahead and keep it live and strong with the parts we're using. Alrighty. Now, take off from the back. Yep. I gotta take the back off. Camera manager is pretty much decent. There's my fan header, so I got to access that there. And let me go ahead and access the front. So I'll just go ahead and find that fan and disconnect it. So let's see, right. That's it right there. That's it right there. So I can just go ahead and pull that out the way. Let's see, these are your Apevia's CL512S black, perfect fan. Same thing like the CO12L RD. Same thing, 1350 RPM, as well as the basic black fans. Alright, so now I'm gonna go ahead and pop the front panel off. So I need to access that. Alrighty, we are off and we are ready to go. It's a little dusty. I guarantee that it is a little dusty. And it's getting there. So, see, this is where the LED fan went at, right down to the bottom right here. So I'm just going to replace that with this LED fan. And I will be using the same case fan screws, so it's not an issue with that though. Now, one thing that I love different manufacturers because you have a whole choice to choose from. You know, I'm not trying not to be one-dimensional. I just have this here to choose from, and you know, I work on my sponsorship by doing these videos as well, so they can see me installing the products and being very well appreciative of using the products. Just like I would say to myself is when you come in sponsorship, y'all gotta keep in mind is that you work for the manufacturer that's sending you out the parts. They send it out to you for your real spot on information of what you think about using the product and would you recommend using it. Would you recommend consumers using it as well too? Okay, so now I'm just basically back doing my thing. My grandson had to go ahead and interrupt me for a little bit for his little whatnot doing as well. So we'll disconnect this lead. You know, cable management is well spot on. I could care less about how everything's flowing because I'm gonna tie everything back down again off cameras, and y'all understand where I'm coming at from when I'm doing this here. So now I gotta put you back up top here. Yep, you're gonna fall. Try not to make you fall. Work around it. I gotta take this fan out to remove this fan. It's a simple, easy processing thing. Just lay it on the side. Yes, as you see, I don't hardly be on this that much. Basically, when I'm editing, because this is my editing rig, as well as my business rig. So I'm up here doing my investing, buying some stocks, etc. You know, taking care of the household budget and everything like that. I'm mostly on here doing that. So let me just raise that up. Now, you know what? I'm gonna take it out so I won't have no complications. Just go ahead and take it out and do my thing. So alrighty, so I'm just gonna lay this down here. There we go. Okay. Okay, so what's the issue here? Shouldn't be no issue. Should just slide right out. I see what the issue is. They got caught. So let's go ahead and take care of that catch snag right there. Alright, it's coming out. And there she goes. Perfect good fan by Apevia. 1350 RPM. Now if you don't, to all my basic PC users, if you want to change your case for more of a better airflow, if you own a Hewlett-Packard, and you sit down and say one of them old Hewlett-Packards like my friend, he was on a Hewlett-Packard and I had to redo it over again because he tried to install Windows 10 on a system that only supports Windows 8. And I did the same thing too when I had the Azra, the AM2 motherboard that only goes up to Windows 7. And it wouldn't take. I just did that major update as it gets ready for the next operating system. So what it did was it threw everything out and it started running sluggish. In this case, is that it's not recognizing the operating system because before you install a new operating system, like I tell everybody, make sure that your motherboard holds the latest BIOS to run the next operating system. If it runs Windows 7 and you're trying to run Windows 8, no, you cannot install it. If you own a system that running Windows 7 and you want to run Windows 10, no, it's not going to install it. That's why I had sent out to the supporting team. They say, no, sir. You cannot support Windows 10. This is only to Windows 7. If you want to go ahead and support, I had to buy new hardware. So I did that already. So now for me to do Windows 11, this motherboards don't have a TPM. This holds my Ryzen 5 3600. Now I did everything as making it ready for Windows 11, after I ran the system test, it showed a boot error because my bootable devices are not detected. So when I switch my bootable devices to where it's supposed to be detected, it knocks it out. So I have no boot drive. As you know, I got about 5 hard drives. I got my M.2. I got 4 mechanicals in here, and it was not being detected when I switched over. So this motherboard cannot support Windows 11. And if you're on a sluggish hardware, old hardware, it had one where a person installed Windows 11 on an old laptop, but it was moving so sluggish, so slow. So my thing is, if you're on old hardware, just enjoy it. And that's like I'm saying, once the Windows 10 hit its end of life, I'm still gonna be using Windows 10, and I'm not gonna be upgraded to Windows 11 because, like I said, Windows 11 has a whole lot of issues. They're still trying to go ahead and fix the bugs because a lot of plug and play, the third-party devices, those your plug and play devices, it's still trying to go ahead and get caught up. So once they get caught up next year, maybe I'll go to Windows 11. But then again, I got to go ahead and decide whether I want to go ahead on and upgrade or not, because I could go to Linux or Apple, because they Windows 11 format, the docking system is well designed off that platform. So if I want to go to any one of those hardware, I'll go ahead on to Linux, or I'll go to buy an Apple computer. Okay, now here it comes with the Molex. If you want to use the Molex, you can. If not, it's always best to cut it off. Once you clip it off, done. So now we can go ahead and install a fan. Just like I said, the fan comes with pre-installed dampers on both sides, so you get to go with that there. Now, only thing you have to do is install the fan. Alright, she slides right on in place. You take your lead runs and you run it on through. And also, I'll be giving y'all more of these videos, install videos to walk y'all through. Now, as I mentioned, my friend and his system, I got to put his price list up. That'll be coming out soon. He wants to go ahead and update to Windows 11. So, even though it's Windows 10 compatible, I'm using the old GPU. Just a basic display GPU, because all thing he do is just browse the internet and look for his music. He's not a gamer, so this is where I come into play at, to go ahead and let basic simple users that we ain't forgot about you. You know, just like I said, the population has updated now where they do a lot of live streaming. So, and I know a lot of y'all don't do live streaming, so we ain't forget. So that prices will be coming out soon, and y'all look for it. Okay, put the screws back in. I'm not going to put it in all the way until I make sure I got everything lined up perfectly. And I will be taking out my boot device, my M.2 drive, so I'm going to go ahead and fire it up so y'all can go ahead and get the final presentation, the end presentation of it. And would I recommend y'all using Apevia? Absolutely. Because just like I said, it's based upon the manufacturer. Just like me, when I had to upgrade my system 2 years ago, because I was on the AM2, which I gave it to my grandson, his PC sitting in the back. I updated and I had to go through a lot of cases. I'm sitting down watching a lot of YouTube videos, and I said, wait a minute, the subscription should come off us, you know. And then if we look at a lot of these texts, they a lot of big and bulky for excessive hardware, such as y'all custom water blocks. And I say I didn't want no extra bulky case to be in sitting on my desk, because I had the keyboard build, which I downgraded. Because just like I said, I still love that case, because that was my case for my first presentation film. And I really enjoyed using that case, and now I get to the point now about very basic PCU. And now they forcing y'all, cause they know a lot of y'all don't know how to build y'all system. So the best thing they forcing y'all to do is buy a gamer rig, which y'all gonna be using full potential of. Okay, so I'm almost done here. And I want to thank y'all for watching me put this together and just go ahead and talk about what's going on in today's society. So, I love, like I said, I love my viewers. I'm very basic, I'm very simple, and I'm very easy going. And you can see that in my videos as well. Like I said, I'm not trying to make a movie, just installing a PC, building a PC, or trying to make the PC transform and go float off into space somewhere. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not a movie production. I'm just your basic Ron, and welcome to my world, baby. Yes, sir. So, she's pretty much done here. I just got to go ahead on and connect up everything, and that's about basically it. Connect this wire here. I love to go ahead and do a lot of needle, like threading, like threading, like sewing. You threading fabric, so. You got to go under here, over there, and do this, and stick this here, and run this there. I do a lot of that there, so. And that's a lesson right there. The main thing is, I tie down everything so damn tight, it's hard for me to go ahead and put things back together, so. But I'm just gonna go ahead and do this here. Boom. Run this shit through here, where it's supposed to go, and goes right there into your fan handler. Now, as you notice, I got so many goddamn fans in this damn system here because I believe in air cooling. I like my system to stay cool. I did a video on installing the extra air fan up top, extra air hole up top. So basically, I got two fans on the air cooler. One came with the ID cooling SE224 XT Basic, and I added an extra, which I had a whole lot of 120mm, and I still do. I got a whole lot of 120mm fans laying around from the blue LED fans I took out, the Roosevelt Spectre C100. I got the do-it-yourself fans that came in. I took those out. I got a whole lot of 120 cells. They're brand spanking new, so if I need them, I will use them. So right now in this case, and two, y'all see I take care of my system, so that's a big plus right there. And I don't have to worry about not taking care of my stuff, because my stuff is well taken care of. And y'all, if y'all been watching my channel long enough, y'all see I damn near clean everything. And if I take care of it, it's gonna go ahead and keep me from trying to upgrade and show y'all new stuff day in, day out. Alrighty, she's done. Everything is put in. I love having this fan, and she spins. I love having this fan up there. Just like I said, the RPM on all the fans in here except for this baby right here. That's my ID cooling. Max thermal design power on this cell is 180 watts. So if I decide to upgrade to the Ryzen 7 or the Ryzen 9, I'm already well in thermal design, power design, and I'm not overclocking. So when you overclock it, your overclocking power goes to 190 TDP on the CPU. So with those Ryzen 7 and Ryzen 9 processors, now I had to go and put a max load of 230 to 250 watt CPU air cooling in this bad boy, and I'm not doing that. Alrighty, she's done. Now I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect mine. Oh, yeah, she gonna need cleaning because a whole lot of dust came off the front. Once y'all gonna see me clean this baby down, give it a full thorough bath, and y'all love that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect my M.2 drive. Let me get another screwdriver for that. Alright, got my second screwdriver set for small screw holes and everything. That's one thing I love about tools. You gotta have the right tools for every job.
So if you don't have the right tools, then you hurt yourself. Alrighty. Whew. And also I got to go ahead and buy me about maybe a set of M.2 screws. So I can go ahead on in. M.2 is out. 256 by Team Group. It's just a regular NVM. This is a regular M.2. This motherboard do support NVMe, but I'm happy using that Dell good boot. You know, I ain't got no issues with that Dell. Alrighty, let's go ahead on and do the final presentation of this cell. And into my final presentation, y'all gonna see it come on and etc. Excuse the mess with the cable wiring, so I'm gonna go ahead and take care of that off camera, so I can make sure everything is tied down perfectly the way I'm looking at everything, looking at the wire lead runs and everything. So that's why I always do my cable runs off camera, because that takes like another hour and a half to 2 hours, because you got to go ahead on and pay attention to your tie down points. And when you pay attention to your tie down points, then you can start running your wire leads. A lot of y'all use the this is one reason why I love Corsair, and this is one reason why I tell every PC manufacturers, and they start doing it now, so the do-it-yourself PC, Zellman, etc., to start doing rubber drummers, so you can go ahead and start hiding your cables and stuff, so they won't be seen throughout the case. So that's why I get big plus to Corsair and doing that there with that, and they do very damn good job with that job. That's why I put little drummers in. So I'll give them big plus up to that. Alrighty. The last and final. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to be disconnecting all my SATAs, my hard drives. So now I'm just gonna get regular straight boot, and y'all going to see if she's powered up and she's on, and she looks good. She looks good. Now she's got that regular presentation back, and this is how it was when I brought it, when I had the regular case frame in. Like I said in the unboxing, you're gonna see the full lighting of it. This is bright at night. I can see the brightness as well. With the other fans, where they have the LEDs in each corner, you can barely see it, and the only best time you can see it when it's not in the light, or when it's dark. But right now it's lit and I can see everything. So if you do not like the RGB feel, just like I said, I felt out of the debris, the strobe, the static, etc. with all the RGB modes. I'm not into that. I'm just basic, simple color. Just like I tell all the basic users, if you own old systems, you can revamp them. Just buy you a case that has massive airflow, and I will be putting that Apevia website in the description below, so y'all can go ahead and click on the website, and you can go ahead and look at it. If y'all not familiar with the Apevia, to the newcomers that's coming on to an old basic builder, then I advise y'all to click on it and then look at it. That has a lot of power supplies. They have 80 plus white, 80 plus bronze, and they have a gold. But just like I said, I'm not really into all the efficiency power supplies. I have two efficiency power supplies. This is an 80 plus white, and my gaming rig is on the 80 plus bronze, which is by ours game. And other than that, everything is good and dandy here. So only thing I'm going to be doing now is cable management. The presentation is well spot on. You see it, it looks nice. I love it, and I cannot go wrong with it. I want to thank y'all for watching. If y'all like this video, hit the like button on the way out. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.